Welcome back. Today's video is all about the most valuable and top rare Washington $quarter coins that are making waves in today's auction markets. These quarters aren't just pocket change, they're treasures hiding in plain sight, and their skyrocketing values in the market are making collectors around the world extremely excited. So, if you've ever held a Washington quarter or come across one in your change, you might just be holding on to a small fortune. Let's dive deep into the history, features, rarity, market value, and collecting tips. Everything you need to know about these valuable pieces of American numismatic history. Let's get started. First up, the 1965 Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark. This specific coin, especially when found in fine condition, has become a hot topic in the rare coin market, and its value in dollars may truly surprise you. So, sit back, stay tuned, and get ready to learn everything about this amazing piece of American coinage history. Let's begin with a little background and history. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. It quickly became a permanent part of U.S. coinage due to its popularity and strong symbolism. Now, 1965 was a very significant year in the history of American coin production. It marked the end of the 90% silver composition in quarters and the beginning of the copper-nickel-clad coins. This transition was a major shift, and coins from this period, especially those struck without any mint mark, hold a special place in numismatic history. One of the unique features of the 1965 Washington quarter dollar is the fact that it carries no mint mark at all. At that time, the U.S. Mint deliberately removed mint marks from coins in an attempt to reduce hoarding by collectors who were rushing to save every coin made of silver. The decision to stop including mint marks between 1965 and 1967 makes these coins unique, and the 1965 quarter stands out because it was the very first clad quarter made after the switch from silver. The coin's design still features the classic portrait of George Washington on the obverse and the majestic bald eagle on the reverse, but its historical role in this transition makes it very special. Now let's talk about rarity and condition. While many 1965 quarters were produced, finding one in fine or higher condition is getting increasingly difficult. Over time, most of these coins went into heavy circulation, meaning they experienced significant wear and tear. But if you come across one in fine or uncirculated condition with sharp details and clean surfaces, you're looking at a coin that stands out among millions. These coins are highly sought after by collectors who value both their historical context and their pristine physical quality. The demand continues to rise for well-preserved pieces, especially those that show little sign of wear. The current market value of the 1965 Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark is truly impressive when you consider that it was once just worth 25 cents. In today's auction market, fine condition specimens are commanding significant dollar values. Collectors are willing to pay from $300,000 depending on the sharpness of the strike, surface quality, and overall eye appeal. In some rare cases, quarters from 1965 with special striking errors or particularly beautiful finishes have been sold for well over $470,000 at high-profile auctions. This proves just how valuable and lucrative this coin has become in the eyes of seasoned collectors. For collectors looking to invest in or search for this coin, here are some key tips. Always examine your 1965 quarters closely under good lighting. Look for coins with full rim details, clear lettering, and a crisp eagle on the reverse side. Avoid coins with excessive scratches or damage, and aim for those that appear well preserved or even uncirculated. If possible, get your coin professionally graded to confirm its value. This adds authenticity and increases trust if you ever plan to sell it. Checking your change or old coin jars can sometimes lead to a surprising discovery. Many people have found these valuable quarters sitting unnoticed for decades. In conclusion, the 1965 Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark is more than just a piece of pocket change. It's a valuable, historic, and increasingly rare collectible that continues to capture the attention of coin enthusiasts everywhere. Its rich background, unique features, and rising demand in the market make it a standout coin that every serious collector wants in their collection. If you happen to find one in fine condition, know that you're holding a coin with a story, a legacy, and a potentially big dollar value. So keep your eyes open, check those old quarters, and who knows, you might just have a small fortune in your hands. Next up, the 1973 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark, especially those found in unique color shade condition. These coins are not just ordinary change. They represent a growing gold mine in the collector's market. Many collectors and dealers are on the hunt for these rare gems, and the demand has skyrocketed in recent years. Let's find out why this coin holds such great value today. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of the first U.S. President, George Washington. Since then, it has become one of the most iconic and widely circulated coins in U.S. history. The 1973 edition of this quarter, minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark, came at a time when coin production was stable, but not immune to small batch anomalies and unique characteristics. The Denver Mint has a long history of producing high-quality coins, but in 1973, certain batches stood out for their remarkable toning and condition that, over time, developed unique color shades. These natural tones and patinas, combined with age and environmental exposure, have made some of these coins highly desirable among expert collectors. What sets the 1973 D Washington quarter apart are not only its standard design elements, but also the rare appearance of color shade variations that occur on a very small number of coins. These include rainbow toning, golden hues, or deep purples and blues that naturally form over decades due to oxidation, storage, and metal reactions. Each coin with this kind of toning is one of a kind. The adverse side features a striking portrait of George Washington, while the reverse proudly displays the American eagle with outstretched wings. The precision of the strike from the Denver Mint, combined with the right environmental factors over time, has given us beautifully toned coins that collectors love. These coins are considered not only currency, but also miniature works of art. Collectors today are always on the lookout for coins that offer something beyond the ordinary, and the 1973 D quarter in color shade condition fits that bill perfectly. Only a tiny percentage have developed the rare and vibrant toning that boosts their desirability. It's not just about how many were made, it's about how many still exist in this visually stunning state. Coins preserved in fine, extremely fine, or even mint state condition with eye-catching color variations are among the top picks for serious collectors. The uniqueness of each toned quarter means demand stays high and competition among buyers is often fierce. Coin shows, online auctions, and private collections frequently highlight these specific coins because of how few are in top-tier condition with attractive color toning. In today's thriving rare coin market, the value of a 1973 D Washington quarter with stunning color shades can go well beyond its face value. A standard circulated quarter may be worth only a little over face value, but when you introduce color shading and mint state condition, values begin to soar. Collectors have paid anywhere from $250,000 for beautifully toned examples, and in some cases, exceptional pieces with rare rainbow hues and flawless surfaces have reached thousands of dollars in premium options. The coin's value is influenced by its color, vibrance, preservation, and eye appeal. This shows how even a quarter that once sat unnoticed in a drawer can now shine as a prized possession in a coin collection, commanding top dollar in today's market. For collectors who are new or experienced, keeping an eye out for coins like the 1973 D Washington quarter with unique toning is a must. Always examine your change closely, and if you notice a quarter with an unusual color or luster, don't overlook it. Use a magnifier to check the details and compare with professional grading standards. It's highly recommended to store your toned coins in airtight holders to preserve their color and prevent further damage. Keep researching auction results and collector forums to stay ahead of market trends. And never underestimate the power of a good eye and some patience when it comes to coin hunting. The 1973 D Washington quarter dollar in color shade condition is a shining example of how ordinary coins can become extraordinary treasures. Its rich history, distinctive features, rarity, and growing collector demand make it a powerful investment in today's numismatic market. These quarters are no longer just change. They're art, history, and wealth wrapped into one small piece of American legacy. Next up, the Washington quarter dollar from the year 1984 with the coveted D Mint mark. This is no ordinary coin. It's a hidden gem that is gaining immense attention in the collector's market due to its historical value, unique characteristics, and increasing demand. If you're lucky enough to own one in very good condition, you're already sitting on a piece of American numismatic treasure that is fetching impressive prices in the coin world today. So, sit back and stay with us as we explore every fascinating detail about the 1984 D Washington quarter and reveal why this coin is rising rapidly in market value. The Washington quarter has been one of the most iconic and widely circulated coins in the United States since it was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. The coin was designed by John Flanagan, and its classic design remained largely unchanged for decades. By 1984, the Washington quarter was a familiar face in every American's pocket. But certain years and mint marks stand out for their rarity and collector interest. The 1984 quarter, minted at the Denver Mint, hence the D Mint mark, belongs to that special group. While millions were struck, only a limited number remain in pristine or very good condition today, making them highly desirable to coin hunters and history enthusiasts alike. One of the most unique features of the 1984 D Washington quarter lies in its fine detailing and overall composition. Made primarily of copper and nickel, this coin features a stunning image of George Washington on the obverse side, with bold lettering and sharp relief when preserved properly. On the reverse side, the American eagle stands proudly, wings outstretched, a symbol of freedom and strength. But what sets the 1984 D apart is that some of these coins exhibit slight striking anomalies and fine design elements that make them stand out even among other quarters from the same era. In very good condition, the luster, sharp strike, and clean surfaces enhance the visual appeal of the coin, adding to its value and charm. Now let's talk about rarity and condition, two crucial aspects that drive collector demand. While it's true that millions of 1984 D quarters were initially produced, only a fraction have survived in very good or higher condition after 4 decades of circulation. Most coins have suffered wear and tear, but when a specimen is found with minimal scratches, strong details, and natural toning, it becomes a standout rarity. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins in such condition, especially from the 1980s, a decade where most circulated coins were not preserved due to their everyday usage. This makes a well-kept 1984 D quarter a true prize, driving demand and value in today's vibrant numismatic market. Speaking of value, let's turn to the current market trends. As of now, Washington quarters from 1984 with the D Mint mark in very good to excellent condition are selling for much more than face value. While circulated examples may attract moderate premiums, the ones in very good, extremely fine, or uncirculated condition can command prices ranging from $700,000 or more, depending on eye appeal and specific demand. Rare varieties, or coins with errors like doubled dies or off-center strikes, can skyrocket in price at auctions or private sales, sometimes fetching hundreds of dollars. The market is hot, and this coin is steadily gaining traction as collectors look to complete their 1980 S-Quarter series with high-quality pieces. For collectors interested in acquiring or preserving this rare gem, here are some valuable tips. Always store your coin in a protective holder or coin flip to avoid unnecessary wear. Avoid cleaning the coin, as this can decrease its value significantly. Instead, focus on keeping it in a dry, safe environment where its surface remains untouched. If you're purchasing a 1984 D quarter, look for coins with original luster, minimal contact marks, and well-defined features. Attending coin shows or browsing online coin auctions can also lead to some exciting finds. In conclusion, The 1984 Washington Quarter with the D-Mint mark is far more than just spare change. It's a coin that represents American heritage, precision craftsmanship, and growing value in the world of rare coin collecting. With its unique features, increasing scarcity, and strong market demand, this quarter stands as a true example of how everyday coins can become hidden treasures. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just beginning your collecting journey, keeping an eye out for the 1984 Washington Quarter in very good condition could lead to a rewarding and potentially profitable discovery. So don't overlook your change. Your next valuable coin might be right in your pocket. Next up, the 1987 Washington Quarter Dollar with the P mint mark, especially those found in yellow color shade condition. These quarters are not just ordinary coins. They are pieces of modern American history that are now creating a big buzz in the rare coin market. If you've come across one, or you're simply curious, stay tuned because this coin could be worth much more than just 25 cents. The 1987 Washington Quarter holds a special place in US coinage. It was minted during a period of high production, yet it remains historically significant. Designed by John Flanagan, the Washington Quarter was introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. The 1987 edition continued that proud legacy, with millions of coins produced at the Philadelphia Mint, represented by the P mint mark. But what makes this year and mint mark truly exciting today is the emergence of coins found in unusual yellow-toned color shades, giving them a distinctive, rare appearance that collectors are eager to own. Now, let's talk about the unique features of this 1987 quarter. While the original composition is a copper-nickel clad, over time some coins have developed natural toning due to storage, environment, or even slight minting variations. The yellowish-golden color shade on certain 1987 quarters makes them visually stunning and highly collectible. This color change doesn't affect the integrity of the coin. It enhances its appeal, giving it a one-of-a-kind look. When such a piece is found in fine or higher-grade condition, with full details and minimal wear, it becomes a showstopper in any coin collection. In terms of rarity and condition, coins like the 1987 P quarter with yellow toning are not found every day. The unique coloring adds to the scarcity, especially when the coin remains in crisp, uncirculated, or well-preserved state. Collectors are now actively searching for these types of coins because the demand for toned quarters has seen a major rise in recent years. A combination of limited appearances, strong collector interest, and standout visual traits makes this coin a hot commodity in today's coin market. As for the current market value in dollars, this is where things get even more exciting. A regular 1987 P quarter in circulated condition may be worth face value, but when you have one with a rich yellow hue and preserved in excellent shape, values can rise significantly. Depending on the intensity of the toning, eye appeal, and grade, collectors have paid between $700,000 for these beautiful variants at auctions and online marketplaces. If you're a collector, or even a beginner, interested in this fascinating hobby, here are some tips to keep in mind. Always inspect your quarters carefully, especially those from 1987 with the P mint mark. Look for even and attractive yellow toning and avoid cleaning the coin, as this can lower its value. Consider getting it graded if the coin is in great condition and has strong eye appeal. Keep it in a protective case to preserve its luster and color. Also, join coin forums or groups where enthusiasts share their finds and market updates. Staying informed can help you recognize opportunities to buy or sell at the right time. In conclusion, the 1987 Washington Quarter Dollar with the P mint mark and yellow-toned condition is truly a hidden treasure in the world of US coins. It combines historical significance, artistic beauty, and market rarity in one remarkable piece. As demand grows and more collectors turn their attention to these toned coins, the value continues to climb. So, whether you're checking your change or exploring coin shops, keep your eyes open. You might just hold a valuable coin that many collectors are looking for. Next up, the 1988 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark, found in rare and uniquely damaged condition. Believe it or not, these coins are turning heads in today's collector's market, with prices soaring far beyond their face value. Stay tuned, because this is one rare coin you'll want to look out for. Let's start by understanding the history and background of the Washington quarter. First minted in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, this coin quickly became a staple of American currency. Over the decades, it has undergone many design modifications, minting variations, and unique production quirks, all of which make certain years highly collectible. The 1988 edition with the Denver Mint mark, known as the 1988 D Washington quarter, may seem ordinary at first glance, but it's actually a hidden gem, especially in rare conditions such as unusual wear, mint errors, or intentional production abnormalities. These characteristics can dramatically elevate its worth. What truly sets this coin apart is its unique features when found in rare, damaged condition, which, instead of decreasing its value, often increases collector interest. Examples include striking errors like off-center strikes, die cracks, double dies, clipped planchets, or lamination errors. These minting defects create a one-of-a-kind visual appeal and rarity that collectors absolutely love. The presence of a clearly visible D mint mark, signifying its origin from the Denver Mint, adds even more prestige. Combine that with the high copper-nickel luster and strong historical design, and you've got a coin that stands out even when showing signs of unusual damage. Now let's talk about rarity and collector demand. While millions of quarters were minted in 1988, very few have survived with rare damage or striking errors intact. The demand for error coins and coins with unusual characteristics is currently skyrocketing, and collectors are actively hunting for these unique pieces to complete their sets. Any coin that offers a combination of age, rarity, mint mark, and visible damage in an appealing way is automatically considered high in numismatic value. This makes the 1988 D quarter in rare condition not just a coin, but a treasured artifact. In today's auction market, the value of a rare 1988 D Washington quarter in damaged or error condition is reaching impressive numbers. Depending on the type of damage or error and the coin's overall eye appeal, these coins can fetch anywhere from $170,000 and in some cases even more. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins with unique minting traits, especially if the details of George Washington's portrait and the eagle on the reverse are still clear. The demand is high, the interest is strong, and the value keeps growing as more people enter the world of coin collecting. If you're a collector or even just a casual hobbyist, here are some important tips to keep in mind. Always examine your quarters closely, especially those from 1988 with a D mint mark. Look for any unusual features or damage that might actually be a mint error. Store these coins properly in coin holders or flips to preserve their condition. When you find something unique, consider getting it graded by a professional service to authenticate and potentially multiply its value. Keep learning and staying updated with market trends, because coins like the 1988 D Washington quarter in rare condition are becoming increasingly sought after. To wrap up, the 1988 D Washington quarter dollar in rare damaged condition is not just a piece of currency, it's a powerful investment and a piece of American history. Its rising value in today's collector market shows just how important it is to pay attention to the smallest details. With high demand, fascinating backstory, and the potential for big dollar returns, this coin deserves a place in every serious collector's portfolio, so don't overlook the coins in your change. Your next big discovery could be right in your pocket. Next up, the 1972 Washington quarter without a mint mark. This vintage piece of American history is catching the attention of collectors and investors alike, and its market value is climbing rapidly. So, if you have one lying around or come across it during your coin hunts, you might just be holding onto a small fortune. Let's begin with a bit of history. The Washington Quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of America's first president, George Washington. It quickly became a permanent part of U.S. coinage due to its strong patriotic symbolism and classic design. The 1972 issue is part of this proud legacy, struck during a time when America was transitioning through economic, political, and cultural change. Coins from this era are particularly interesting because they carry the weight of a nation's history, and they continue to grow in significance as years pass. Now, what makes the 1972 Washington Quarter without a mint mark so special? Firstly, the absence of a mint mark indicates it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not place mint marks on coins at that time. The coin features a beautiful profile of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan, with bold lettering and clean details that make it stand out even after decades. On the reverse, the majestic eagle with outstretched wings gives this coin its iconic presence. When this coin is found in very good condition, with visible details and minimal wear, it becomes not just a piece of change, but a collectible treasure. The rarity of the 1972 Washington Quarter in high grades, especially without a mint mark, adds greatly to its appeal among collectors. While millions were minted, only a small fraction have survived in excellent condition. Coins that have been well preserved over the years are now highly sought after because they represent a premium find. The strong demand from collectors around the world continues to grow, especially for coins in very good to mint state condition. That's why even one coin from this era, with sharp details and original luster, can turn heads at auctions and among serious numismatists. Now, let's talk about the current market value. A standard circulated 1972 quarter without a mint mark might seem common at first glance, but when it's in very good condition or higher, it can fetch much more than its face value, depending on the condition. Some of these coins are being sold for anywhere from $500,000 or more, and examples in extremely fine or uncirculated condition can go upwards of $900,000 at auctions and private sales. Rare error versions or exceptionally well-struck coins have even reached higher bids. The market is active, and the value is consistently rising as demand intensifies for these well-preserved quarters from the early 1970s. For collectors looking to capitalize on the growing demand for the 1972 Washington Quarter, there are a few valuable tips to keep in mind. First, always store your coins in protective holders or albums to preserve their condition. Keep an eye out for coins with sharp details, especially in the hairlines and feathers of the eagle, as these indicate a higher grade. And when buying or selling, make sure to consult reputable dealers or grading services to get an accurate assessment of your coin's value. Most importantly, be patient and selective. Quality always wins in the coin market, and a well-maintained 1972 quarter could be a gem in your portfolio. In conclusion, the 1972 Washington Quarter without a mint mark is far more than just pocket change. It's a piece of American heritage, a reflection of history, and a growing asset in today's coin market. Its unique features, historical importance, and rising value make it a top pick for collectors and investors alike. If you come across one of these gems, hold on to it tightly or get it professionally appraised. You might be holding on to something truly valuable. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into the world of rare and valuable coins. Until next time, happy collecting.